She put herself and all of her beauty aside because she knew her people were about to be entering on death's door. And she could have been that person that could have been like, oh, well, I'm sitting up high now. I'm a queen. That's on them. But that's not the person she was. See, she was appointed for that very position. She was groomed. Again, she wasn't supposed to be in line as early as she was. He could have found someone else before her. But God had her already set up. Amen. Be wise. Be submissive. Pay attention. That's what Esther did. She was wise. She was submissive to her husband. Not a Vashti. Oh, well, he doing his thing, I'm going to do mine. She wasn't Vashti. And look what happened. Vashti got exiled. Boop. So you can be that way if you want. And look what your end result will be. But Esther was humble. She was submissive. Whatever you need me to do, my love, I'm going to do it. She was attentive to her husband. Attentive. Meaning she paid attention. I know his likes and his dislikes. I know what works and what doesn't work. She knew all that. Women, it's time to pay attention. Pay attention. How can you go, as Vashti did, your husband is doing his thing for a whole week, and you doing your own thing? There's division. There was separation. There should not be that in a marriage. There shouldn't be division and separation. If we go a week and not speak to each other, then isn't that red flag? Something's wrong? Somebody dropped the ball somewhere. So what do we need to do? We need to be tentative. Not, okay, well, he doing his own thing. Well, I'm going to do mine. Forget you. And that's what she did. And look where it got her. Exiled. She probably was killed. I don't know. And that's not what it's about. The moral of this story is, it's not just, it wasn't even about her beauty.
No.
Of course, she was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down. It wasn't about the beauty, because Vashti was beautiful. But it was her aura. How we carry ourselves. How we are tentative, being meek and humble. And then sometimes the greatest thing is just silence. Just be quiet. Instead of being rebellious, sometimes silence is gold. Know when to speak. Know when it's your turn. We know, ladies, when we can, there's always a way around getting what we want. Sometimes we got to take the long way around. Stop taking shortcuts. Being in a hurry. No. Be wise. Listen to the voice of God. And again, like I said, to me, she was the chosen one. She probably didn't realize it at the time, but she was put in a position from the start to help her people. And not only was she put in that position, she was meek and humble enough to say, you know what? It's not about anything in this kingdom but my people. So if it causes me to perish, I'm going to go to this king. If he kills me, he kills me. She had a made-up mind. That's the commitment. And that's my favorite out of commitment. That's a strong word, committed. You can have courage and not be committed.
All right.
You can have courage and not be committed to anything.
All right.
But with courage, she was committed. Because there was a purpose. And again, what was her gift? Some say she had the gift of beauty. Some may say she had the gift of persuasion. Some may say she had the gift of seduction. I don't know. She may have a gift of with her words. Could have a gift of how she walked and strutted. I don't know. But in my opinion, the greatest gift that she had was God.
Amen.
That was her gift. God. Because she put him first. And he did everything for her. With God, he did everything. All things are possible. Her very thoughts, her prayers, her fasting, they could have all been in vain if she wasn't doing it the right way. But saints of God, it's time to be committed. And not only be committed to ourselves, but most importantly to God. And he's going to test us. The enemy, he's going to allow the enemy to test us. He definitely will. But will you go hard in the paint? Will you? Will you? Are you ready to? We're going to face a lot of things in our life. We got to go hard, saints of God. And you know, and I'm like, this song, and I'm like, and it just happened to be, I'm like, Lily, what does that mean? Hard in the paint. I'm about to Google, what is this song? I'm singing it. And I'm like, hard in the paint or something like what? And then it dawned on me. And when my husband, I said, oh, that makes sense. This person is saying it's time for us to praise our way through. It's time to be committed. It's time to take a stand and have that courage. We have to. Whether it's to intercede for someone else, whatever the case may be, it's time for us to do this, women. Esther is a good example. And for such a time as this, she was appointed, she was the chosen one for such a time as that. They needed someone. And she was that very vessel that was willing to have enough courage to sacrifice herself. And of course, it didn't hurt that she was beautiful. But beauty starts within. Beauty starts within.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
You can be the most beautiful person on the outside and have such the nastiest demeanor. And people will know it and not even want to approach you. But it's not just that, it's what you do. And you'll be surprised how much favor, as she was given, you'll have. Just showing your gifts, showing your fruits, showing what you have on the inside. God will make it work for you.
Yes, He will.
Your very thought, He says, He will make it happen. If we be committed.